Thank you very much, Pyra. We're joined here by Unlimited. You say breaking down the game, but where do we start? Because what a game that was. Unlimited, maybe it's easiest to go to the beginning of the game and your picks. You had the Kalista Leona lane going on, but you ended up versus Lucian Lulu, which was kind of a pain. Tell us about the lane swap in the beginning.
Well, the Lulu Lucian is kind of counter pick to our lane, so we want to avoid it. But Gambit played really smart. They had Ahri in top lane brush for some reason, so she ruined our plans. And she found out freeze, and then we didn't know what to do because we didn't know what they're planning to do. So I just recall, and the moment I recall, we saw them both. We saw them top lane, so it was too late.
Is that where your problems early came from, you think? The fact that you were planning on doing that lane swap and not being up against that lane, and then all kind of went downhill for the early game from there?
Yeah, pretty much. The game plan was to lane swap, and everything was based off that. So when we didn't, no one knew what to do. The vision was horrible, and yeah, Joey paid for it.
Yeah, talking about Joey paying for it, like you had 2 early game deaths, obviously, like on both Soren and on Youngbuck. Like there should have been some kind of preparation. Like, why do you guys seem to struggle throughout the early game phases while picking up to mid game and late game and actually outplaying teams through rotations, through team play?
Well, it's just more fun.
Oh god.
Comic relief, we need that after that long game. No, but honestly, there must be something, because it is a pattern for you guys that you guys know how to play when it comes down to the wire. It just takes a while to get started in every game.
Well, I think it goes back to the plan, because we had a solid plan, really good. We would definitely win the game if we followed it. And then the fact that we couldn't lane swap ruined everything. So everyone forgot what they're doing and stopped warding. I don't know, stopped caring about jungler probably. And yeah, one thing led to another.
Also, Gambit managed to rack up 4 dragons in that time, which I knew you guys had your eye on. At what point did you realize, well, they're going to try everything to get that 5th dragon? And it kind of seemed like you were baiting them and playing around that. Was that then some kind of a plan?
I wouldn't say so. We were just desperate. When we saw 4 dragons, we were like, okay, we can't let them have the next dragon. We are stronger in teamfights, so we just face check everything. Like, if I face check a charm, then Kalista just pulls me out. So we just go in and stop them from taking the dragon, whatever it takes.
Yeah, you had a lot of situations where you basically had it coming down to a smite fight. Were you just trusting Airwax, or was it just like to actually go for broke?
We had Kalista. It's a secret weapon. Yeah. She does around 2k damage to Baron and I guess 1k to Dragon. So we practice smiting at the same time with using Kalista E and securing everything.
See, going exactly as planned, Unlimited. There you go.
Almost.
No, but congratulations for you guys. That is another win on the board for the Copenhagen Wolves. And is it happy for you to see Amazing again? Because you guys were old buddies back in the Copenhagen Wolves.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, but I would rather see him as a player in LCS. So I hope he makes it through.
Thank you.
Because a few days ago or yesterday, he almost didn't make it and he scared us. But
I scared myself, like, that first game.
Let's not tap back into that.
Don't want to talk about it. Just drift away.
All right, but congratulations, Unlimited, on that win for the Copenhagen Wolves. Turning to the standings halfway through the week, there's only one team that remains undefeated, in the LCS, and that is SK Gaming. They top the tables and 5-0. Right behind them are Elements and Fnatic at 4-1, with the Unicorns of Love rounding out the top 4 at 3-2. Meanwhile, Gambit Gaming still winless at 0-5 at the bottom of the table. Amazing, and well, telling off this game, it's just not going well in any lane.
Yeah, it seems to be really that they don't, like, even if they win the early game, they just don't know how to continue the game, how to keep the game flow going, which is so irritating because they used to be the ones that like came back from 8k down. Like remember season 3 words when they had a 6k disadvantage versus Vulcan it was, and they came back from that. They just don't seem to have the same poise anymore, and it's really hurting me as a fan, because I used to be someone that admires like Diamond Prox, that admires Edward, that admires Alexei, and the 2 guys remaining are really seem to be like hurting.
Well, impressive memory as well, anyway. By the way, with today's matches officially history, let's see who went big to start the week. We've crunched the numbers, and with 11 kills, 12 assists, and almost 500 CS against Gambit Game, today's fantasy leader is the Copenhagen Wolves' Freeze with a total of 45 points. Well, you know, if it isn't good for anything, those long games, at least you rack up fantasy points for us.
Like, if I was a fantasy player, I would actually just get every Copenhagen Wolves member and hope they win. because that is the secret strategy, and you should use it.
Yep, you got it. Straight from Amazing's mouth, the secret tip to win fantasy. Freeze wasn't the only player making an impact, though. We have a tweet from @MoleCruise. He wrote on Twitter, and he said, "Holy power of evil predicts the Flash Tibbers with a preemptive charm, earns them 2 inhibitors. What a god." Here is your LCS big play of the day.
This is danger zone right now for Fnatic as the Unicorns of Love are threatening the second one. Here comes Yellowstar, however, he's gonna get just melted.
Yellowstar jumps into the fight and got instantly charmed. He never even got Tibbers down because of how quick Power of Evil responded to that flash.
Godly play or a little bit of luck there?
Obviously luck, but luck is part of the game, so it's obviously a big play.
Remember to send in your big plays by tweeting @LL Esports, and be sure to use the hashtag LCS Big Plays, and we'll check out some of your favorites tomorrow. Now, fear not, there's more LCS coming your way tomorrow as well. Our 5 matches kick off with Fnatic versus Giants Gaming, and to close out the day, we have a clash between the heavyweights, Elements and SK Gaming. That all starts tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central European Time. That is 9 a.m. Pacific, and SK versus Elements. I know you're looking forward for that one.
It's gonna be crazy. You have all the storylines coming. You have Reckless versus Forgiven, like the 2 best AD carries in Europe. You have Wicked against Freddy. Again, Powerhouse off the top lane. Like, everything is coming together on that specific game, and we'll really see who's king in Europe.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. That is all for us for today. From myself, Amazing, and the rest of the broadcast team, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.